Here at the Cryptic Files, we don't aim to prove or disprove anything. Simply show the evidence for you to decide. So with that said, let's get started. File 1. The Cage, St Osoph's, Essex in the UK. Now you're probably wondering, why am I featuring a video that's been covered by so many other people before? But before I get into that, here's a bit of background on the Cage in St Osoph's. Incidentally, of all the people who've covered this, I'm probably the only one who's actually been there. More of that later. St Osoph's itself is set in the heart of the English countryside in the county of Essex. The town's quite small, no more than a large village, but it has quite a sinister history to it. Starting from the mid-1580s, the small building at the end of the village was used as a prison. But not just any prison, this one actually held people who were accused and charged with witchcraft. Exactly who and for how long people were held there is unknown. However, records show that at least 14 people were executed for witchcraft who all lived in the village itself, so maybe some of them were held there. Although this is all a matter of speculation, of course. Nonetheless, this place has a very sinister history. But is it haunted? While the Cage itself has been investigated by a number of different teams over the years, Brian Mack's investigation of the Cage in 2017 captures something really quite remarkable. Have a look at the footage. The footage itself was captured during a seance as they attempted to contact one of the witches that may have died in the building. They didn't seem to contact the witch herself directly, but something very strange appears to be happening, noticed by Gary in the control room. Watch the woman in the center right. Notice her face. As you can see, the woman whose face apparently changed is asked to go downstairs to join the rest of the team. She seems unaware that her face has changed as she leaves. However, while most people have focused on the woman in the middle, the supposed witch face, have a look at the people either side of her. Both the woman to her left and the man to her right, their faces are distorting too. Notice the woman on the left, her face has become puffed out with very dark eyes and a much more pointy chin. While the man on the right, his face is completely distorted and looks almost demonic. So what's actually happening here? Could it be that we're actually witnessing multiple possessions by various entities? Or perhaps there's a fault with the camera. Maybe the camera's creating this effect. It really is hard to tell, but certainly they appear very strange. But let me know what you think about this video imagery. Is it real or is it just a camera problem? But let me know what you think about this video you've just watched. If you want to read more about Brad Mack's investigation of the Cage at St Osoph's, you can find a link to his website in the links below. Oh, and as I mentioned at the start, I've been to the Cage myself a number of years ago on an investigation. While I didn't capture anything as good as the video you've just watched, I did capture something in one of the rooms upstairs. Have a look at this photograph. Much of what you can see is obviously simply just dust caught in the flash, but what that thing to the right is a mystery. I have no idea. Here's another photograph taken just seconds after the first one. As you can see, whatever it is has gone. It's not my finger and there's no strap on the phone case, so it's a mystery. And finally, you might also recognize the painting that's in the room. It doesn't belong at the Cage. It was there as part of the investigation. But more about that another time. File 2. Night Flight. Late one evening, St Albans resident in the UK, Matt, is disturbed by his phone registering something at the front door. When Matt checked the video footage, he expected to see a person, but what he actually saw utterly amazed him. Instead of an unexpected visitor, Matt saw something moving through the sky. Have a look at what he captured. Here it is again with better contrast, and this time I'm going to zoom into it to see if you can see more of whatever it is. Matt tried to debunk the video himself by checking an online flight tracker to see if there were any aircraft flying over his area. However, when he checked, there was nothing listed. So, what has he captured? Is it perhaps a drone? But drones don't tend to have bright lights like that late at night, or indeed at any time. Is it an aircraft? Well, certainly the light pattern is unusual for any particular aircraft flying over, and as Matt had already discovered, there was nothing listed that should be flying over. So what is it? Has Matt captured a UFO? Or is there some other, more ordinary explanation? What do you think? If you've made it this far and liked what you've seen, please click like and subscribe. Also hit the little bell icon, because for some strange reason if you don't hit that, you don't get the videos, even if you're subscribed. That's a strange one. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.